And a lot of people ain't gonna like you when you start saying no. Sometimes you're just gonna be the villain in people's story. You can always save yourself because ain't nobody else coming to do it. Whoever is pressuring you to do something that you do not want to do with your life, they don't have to live your life. They just want to see you live it. Stop being a people pleaser because nobody cares at the end of the day that you're being used up. Everything that you want in this life, you are deserving and you are worth it. Hello, guys. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Savannah, and I'm coming to you from the bedroom, from the floor of my bedroom in my pajamas. I didn't really wake up feeling too hot today, so I didn't really feel like getting dressed up for the camera or anything like that. And I'm kind of tired, so I'm not going to be able to project my voice as much, so that's why I'm going to be using this little headphone mic thing. But as you can see by the title, this is going to be 12 ways to start practicing how to love yourself. Number one is to have some type of structure or schedule, and it doesn't even have to be anything hectic or extreme. Just something simply by having like a little morning routine, a little nighttime routine after you get out from work. That's pretty much it, because I understand that sometimes, especially if you're working like a 9 to 5, that your schedule is going to be all over the place, and I understand that sometimes you don't have no energy or any time to be doing anything. Trust me, I know, because my schedule be all over the place. But just something as small as a little morning routine or a nighttime routine, or just implementing a little bit of time in your day or in the morning for just yourself before you get into all that chaos will be 100% a game changer. So in the morning, say you gotta be at work at 10 a.m., get up at get up at 8. Because I understand you still gotta get that sleep. 7 a little early, ain't gonna lie. But get up at 8 o'clock. Get up at 8 o'clock. Take you a shower. Eat you some breakfast. Just have some time to sit in silence before you go into all that chaos for 12 hours. Because I understand sometimes it can get a little bit overwhelming. And girl, I get it. When you get home, do what you do. Just take some time in your car before you go in the house to just decompress, just to breathe, and to just process your day. Number two is to practice healthy habits. Sometimes we all have our vices. Some people like to smoke, some people like to drink, some people like to have what all the time. We eat unhealthy things, and I'm not saying to cut all these things out completely, but we do have to make sure that we're monitoring our intake of all of these things. So instead of smoking 4 times a day, just smoke twice. I'm not gonna tell you to cut it out completely, because I understand eating fast food 5 days a week. You can't eat fast food 5 days a week because it contributes to you feeling sluggish and tired and depressed. It's a depressant. The fast food, it makes us unhealthy. That's the whole point. Instead of eating it 5 times a week, because trust me, I like my Chick-fil-A, my Taco Bell, my McDonald's, and my Five Guys, all the little stuff that I like to eat. Trust me, I like it too, but sometimes we have to be mindful of what we're eating. Same with the sugar, sometimes we love sugar. I love sugar personally. I love sweets, but I have to monitor my intake on my sweets, because I know sometimes when I eat too much, my face will begin to break out. I'll start having a little crash after being on a sugar high all day. I'll start to crash and be irritable and feel all types of way on any of those problems. Don't focus on trying to cut it out, but focus on limiting, and just focus on moderation, because moderation is key. Also, with healthy habits, make sure that we are staying on top of going to the doctor, going to the dentist, and going to the gynecologist. If you don't know what a gynecologist is, that's your lady doctor, and you need to make sure that you write down there, okay? Because you don't want to be that one. You don't want to be that one person. You know how it was when y'all was in school. Girl, don't go there. Make sure y'all staying on top of that. Number three is to slow down. Live a slower life. Social media, and with the world that we live in today, a lot of people are always on the go 24/7. We always in a club on the weekends, always at work. We gotta go grocery shopping. I know some people gotta take care of kids. We always have things to do. We gotta make this money to pay these bills. We gotta do this, we gotta do that, X, Y, and Z. Fill in a blank wherever it is. But I know we do be busy and we have stuff to do, but sometimes you just need to slow down and take some time for yourself. Like in point number one, in the morning time, like have some quiet time. Make your coffee and just sit in silence and drink it. At nighttime, do the same thing. Somewhere, somehow, maybe even on your off days. Take yourself out on a solo day by yourself. Go eat, go watch a movie. Just take some time to slow down and live life. Allow yourself to be bored sometimes. You don't always have to be doing something. Of course, you need to be productive and, work on your goals, but you don't always have to be doing something like 24/7. You take your time, live life, breathe. You're young, so you have plenty of time. Plenty, plenty, plenty of time, okay? Number four is to make sure y'all are getting good rest. I know sometimes we are always on the go, like I was saying in my last point, but we can't keep going if we don't have any rest. I would recommend getting about 8 to 10 hours of sleep every day. So that means if you want 10 hours of sleep, you're just going to have to go to bed a little bit early. I know it's very tempting to just sit up and watch TV and everything like that. But, sometimes, if you got to get up in the morning to go to work, you need to get up and go to work in the morning. I know, I think that doctors recommend about 6 to 8, but sometimes it's not enough. 6 hours of sleep is not enough in my personal opinion. I feel like 8 to 10 is a good amount of rest to have every night in order to feel rejuvenated and energized for the next day. Since we're on the topic of sleeping, don't oversleep. Just make sure y'all are mindful of how little or too much you're sleeping. Because it does have an effect on you. Because if you sleep too long, you're going to feel just as bad as you would if you got a little bit of sleep. That's proven. Trust me, I know. Number five is to invest in yourself. Y'all don't know how important this is. Today, literally, I'm going to be buying this course from this YouTuber that I watch, and they explain everything so perfectly, and they have literally the whole plan of something that I'm trying to accomplish. So I'm going to take that course because I'm pretty sure it can be valued at a whole bunch more, and it's don't sell. So I'm going to be buying this course today, and this will help me change my life. It's very important that y'all make sure y'all are investing in yourself, whether that's education wise, and you most definitely should be doing that. You invest in your education, definitely, whether that's school or just on certain topics of your life or whatever. You should be investing in yourself for sure. To invest in like good quality pieces of clothing, invest in your hair, and this kind of ties in with number six. Just taking pride in your appearance, investing in your appearance. Know that sometimes we can be shamed as girls to not want to take care of ourselves because we'll be labeled as fast or we'll be labeled as grown. But sometimes we're young women and we want to look good, and it's nothing wrong with looking good. So if anybody is trying to shame you, telling you that you look fast or you look grown or you look ghetto or whatever it is, don't listen to them, because what do they look like? Like, if we really think about it, we being for real, what do they look like to be trying to tell you you should and should not be doing? You know what I mean? So yeah, take pride in your appearance and invest in yourself. Invest in your education. You want to start a business and you know somebody who you've seen work from the ground up and they are having like a course. Buy the course. They literally are going to give you all the information you need in order to have a successful business. And with your appearance, get your nails done. Get your lashes done, get your hair done, Sometimes, like I said, people want to make you feel bad for that, but there's nothing wrong with that at all. And I just want y'all to know that because from my personal experience, I was always shamed in trying to be pretty, like feel like a girl. Just all people are just like, oh, you're trying to be fast. You're trying to be grown. Oh, I don't like that. That looks ghetto. Who you trying to look cute for? When really, in reality, you're just trying to look cute for yourself. So don't let nobody make you feel bad for wanting to feel beautiful or wanting to have things that make you look and feel the part of a young woman. Same with material things. You don't need to be materialistic, but if you like something, you can have it. Don't let nobody make you feel bad for the things that you have or for the desires and things that you want in this life. Don't let anybody make you feel bad for that. Okay? You're beautiful and you deserve to feel how you look, you know? So do what you need to do, girl. I support it 100%. Because I remember when I first got my lashes done, I need to fill in, by the way. I need to fill. Because, girl, this was my first time actually getting them done. And I hated them. But it was really only hated them because I was thinking about how people were like, oh, you don't need those. Oh, I don't like those long lashes on people and stuff like that. But I realized, I'm like, so? I like them and I wanted them, so I got them. And you deserve to want and you deserve to have those things. So if you want to go get your own. Number seven is to have goals. I know sometimes we can be lost in this world because I know the world is crazy right now with prices and if you like me, you just graduated high school, when you're going to college, and you're just trying to figure yourself out and your life out. The only way you can do that is if you have some type of goal or some type of plan. You won't be able to figure out anything if you don't. You need to make sure that you have some type of direction or you're going to be lost for a very, very long time. And trust me, I learned that from personal experience and having no direction. If you don't have any direction, it comes from a lack of a plan. And also, with having goals, you need to make sure that you have discipline. Discipline is basically doing things whenever you don't want to do them. Like this video that I'm doing right now, I had no motivation to do this video, but I was like, I need to actually get the video done and I have to do this. So I got up and I did it anyway, even when I didn't feel like doing it. You know how many takes that I did before I even got to this point in the video? I had to really hype myself up. I'm like, okay, you can do this, you can do this, you can do this. Um, and I prayed about the right words to say and my delivery and everything. I asked God for a little bit of energy because I'm not feeling it. And I just tried my best, even though I didn't feel like doing it. Sometimes we're not gonna have motivation, and that's me speaking from personal experience. Even in school, I had no motivation to be at school, no motivation to do anything. But we have to have discipline because if we don't have discipline, yeah, you might say you want all these things, but you're not going to get it if you're not doing any work, if you're not putting any action towards what you want to do. So just make sure that y'all are trying to practice discipline. It's something that I'm starting to implement in my life because I've noticed the big difference of how I feel whenever I do something, whenever I don't want to do it, versus whenever I do something because I'm feeling good and I want to do it. Feel the difference between motivation over discipline and discipline over motivation. It's a big difference. I promise you it is. Number 9 is to have boundaries. And I will make a separate video on boundaries and how to have boundaries and why it's important to have boundaries. But you need to have boundaries. I know for personal experience, and from people that I see in real life every day or on Instagram, online, how people talk about how they are always getting used, all the time. And it's not a good feeling to be used, but that's because you have a lack of boundaries. You wonder why people are always playing with you, why people don't respect you, they're disrespecting you, playing in your face, just being fake, and all those things that you don't like and make you feel bad as a person is because you don't have any boundaries. You're gonna keep getting used up. You keep giving out money to people, and you know they're not paying you back. They keep saying they'll pay you back. Oh, I'll borrow $20 till Friday. You ask for your money back. Oh, they get on to you. They get mad at you for even asking for your money back. Set a boundary. Don't give them no money. Oh well, they can be mad all they want to. You have fake people around you, people that make you feel bad. You don't have to cut them off, but you need to set a boundary on how you deal with them. Keep them at a arm's length, okay? You don't always have to do what people want you to do. You can say no. And I'll teach y'all on how to learn how to start saying no. And a lot of people ain't gonna like you when you start saying no. But that just goes to show that they don't need to be around you and you don't need them in your life. If they cannot respect your boundaries, you saying no, you do everything for them 24/7 all the time, and the first time that you say no, they have a problem with that. They have a problem with you saying no. Who are they to get mad at you because you said no one time? When you've done all that other stuff for them, it shows how ungrateful people can be, and it shows who's using you. I'm not gonna keep going on too long. Then I'm gonna get turned up because I have that personal experience and it does not feel great. You can say no. You don't have to be a people pleaser and make everybody else happy. You need to make your own self happy first. Do what you can and not what other people want you to do. If you're the type of person, because I remember I was that type of person. If you're the type of person you feel like you cannot just say no outright, you can say, I'll think about it and I'll get back to you. Nah, I can't. I'm sorry. And eventually, you do need to stop apologizing for saying no. Just be like, no, I can't do that. Maybe I'll think about it. But then think about it, give them a couple of days, and just tell them, no, I don't want to. You can even just say, I don't want to. There's plenty of ways to practice saying no without just saying no. Because my go to is definitely, no, I'm sorry. No, I can't. No. Or people ask me questions, I just, no, no. Just, if somebody's trying to make you talk about something you don't want to talk about, I'll just be like, no, I don't want to talk about that. Let's talk about it another time. Just, there's so many different situations and so many different ways that you can practice saying no. You don't have to do what people want you to do. You can do what you want to do, though, for sure. Number 10 kind of ties in with number 9. Cut out all the negativity, friends, relationships, parents, family, all that. You can cut them off. You can cut them out and cut them off. Okay? Or at least just change the way that you deal with them. You don't need people that's going to be tearing down your dreams, which you need to be moving in silence anyway when it comes to your dreams and goals. You don't need anybody tearing down your dreams, people not supporting you, people doubting you, people talking in your ear negative about you, people criticizing you, your characteristics, how you look, your life, your mistakes. You don't need people dwelling on all the negative things about you and your life or what you have going on. You only need people around you that support you 100%, who love you 100% unconditionally, and who care for you actually. You need those people who are around you who don't. Anybody else can go. And if y'all want a video on fake people, negative people, fake friends, all that, I can definitely give you that. This one is understand your trauma, heal, and get therapy. There's nothing wrong with getting therapy, by the way. Therapy can definitely change lives. And if you can't afford therapy, there's definitely resources out here to get counseling for sure. Don't let anybody make you feel like you're crazy or you're weak for getting therapy. I feel like the strong people are the ones who get therapy. It takes a lot of strength to go into somewhere and talk to a stranger and just be completely vulnerable with them. It takes a lot to do that. So don't let anybody make you feel like you're weak for doing that. You're not, and you're very strong. And I know that you can do it. You need to understand your trauma and heal that. Whether you have abandonment wounds, you need to understand your attachment style. And I can do a whole video on all of this stuff. There's 4 different attachment styles. Understand where it comes from and how you are in relationships and friendships and just how you show up as a person and why you are that way. That'll help you out tremendously because you'll be conscious of all of those things that you're subconscious about. When they're in your subconscious and you're not knowing about them, you still act in these ways without knowing it. But if you know it consciously, you have control over it. And I know a lot of people, in my personal experience, I always wanted to control things. Not in a negative controlling way, but sometimes I just wanted to make sure I could control the outcome of my life or the outcome of what I was doing. You don't have any consciousness, you don't have any control. We're gonna move on though. That's a whole nother topic. Next one, think positive about yourself and don't care about what anybody thinks. I know it's hard sometimes to not care about what people think because we all want people to like us sometimes and we all want to be viewed in a positive light, but sometimes you're just going to be the villain in people's story. And sometimes people are not going to like what you're going to do. Even if you're doing something positive, you're going to get hate for it because people are just miserable like that and people love to see people doing bad. So it's nothing that you really can do about that. Live life unapologetically and be you. And think positive about yourself. I know it's hard. It's definitely hard because I've been there for sure. You need to think about yourself like I'm beautiful. I am smart. I am intelligent. I am worthy. I am deserving of all good things. I am love. I deserve it. You know? Just saying those little things. It's not going to come right off the bat, but after practice, along with the whole list of all these other things that I was telling you, you will start to feel those things that you say to yourself. Even mantras, I personally have to tell myself, I'm not scared. I am not scared. I am not afraid. I can do this. Because sometimes the devil likes to lie to us. Our mind, our anxiety, it likes to lie to us. But you can do it. And you're not afraid. You can love yourself, even if you think you can't. You might think you're too far gone, but you're not. You can always save yourself because ain't nobody else coming to do it. You are deserving and you are worthy of everything that you want in this life. You are deserving of all good things. You are deserving of great family, a great relationship, great success. Everything that you want in this life, you are deserving and you are worth it. No matter whoever told you that you are not worth anything, you are worth it. You're worth everything. And I'm going to move on because I'm going to start getting mad. I feel the passion to start coming out of me. I try to keep it under control because I know how I get. But, I just want y'all to understand that, you are worth it. And you are enough. Okay? You're enough. Regardless of it, even if anybody tells you that you aren't. So, say you are doing like I'm doing, starting a YouTube channel. Ain't nobody gonna like it. People probably gonna think I'm weird, I'm crazy below, so it ain't gonna be nobody. Okay, so I don't care what they got to say. I'm gonna do what I wanna do anyway, at the end of the day. Which brings me into the last point. Do what makes you happy. Not what makes everybody else happy. Stop being a people pleaser because nobody cares at the end of the day that you're being used up. Nobody cares. Because if you allow people to keep doing stuff, they're going to keep doing it. You have to do what makes you happy. If you don't want to go to school to be a doctor, a nurse, and your parents is like, oh, you need to be a nurse, you need to be a doctor because that's what I want you to be. So, your parents are not going to live your life. Your friends, family, whoever is pressuring you to do something that you do not want to do with your life, they don't have to live your life. They just want to see you live it. So they can have bragging rights. Be like, oh, my daughter, she's a nurse, Oh, yeah, my son, he's a lawyer. But deep down inside, you're miserable at that job. And you wasted all that time and you wish you would have never done that. You wish you would have pursued that business that you wanted to do. Think about that. Do what you want to do. And that goes for anything. The way you look, the way you present yourself, the way you talk to people. Well, be nice, be kind. But anything you want, the car you drive, the shoes you wear, the house you live in, do what you want. It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. It does not matter. But I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up. I hope y'all liked it and got some value from it. If you want to see anything else, just let me know down in the comments. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram. It's right here on the screen and it's going to be in the description box below. Let me know if y'all related at all. I just want to see y'all comment. I don't even care about the likes and the subscriptions. I just want to see that the video helped one person because my goal is to just help one. If I can just help one, then my goal has been completed. And if y'all want me to elaborate on anything that I talked about in this video, just let me know and I will definitely do that for y'all. Okay? Remember, like I said, have some boundaries. Understand that you are deserving, you are worth it, and you are enough. And you can do whatever it is that you want to put your mind to. Understand that, okay? Alright, so I'll see y'all in the next video. Okay? Bye.